Hey guys, Steven here, and in this video I'm going to be going over a quick guide on how to manage your online reputation for your business. Now, if you don't know, my name is Steven and I am the founder of Red Top Media, the best digital marketing agency or enterprise in the history of the world. Now let's get into it. So first of all, what is reputation management and why do you need it? Reputation management is exactly what it sounds like. You are managing your online reputation. You're managing the appearance that you have to either past customers or potential customers, okay? So your reputation precedes you, right? I'm sure everybody's heard that, and everyone's heard the saying that you only have one reputation. So you genuinely have to treat it like your baby and do everything you can to protect it, manage it, and just make sure that you are improving on it, or at the very least maintaining it each and every single day. Okay, and you need it because if you have a bad reputation, well, who's going to want to give you their money? Okay, if you can't say, or if you can't do the things that you say, no one's going to want to spend money there, and you're essentially just giving free money and giving free business to your competitors. Now, unless you're feeling particularly charitable and you like giving business to your competitors, then you have to be able to manage and grow your reputation. Now, you want to have an online presence and consistent branding across platforms, right? What this means is if you have an Instagram and you have a Facebook, and let's say you have a LinkedIn, right? You shouldn't be talking about apples on Facebook, oranges on LinkedIn, and grapes on TikTok or something else, okay? I need to know that this business is about oranges. No matter where I go, no matter what platform I go to, they're always going to be talking about oranges, or they're always going to be talking about apples, or they're always going to be talking about grapes. I don't want to go on different social media platforms or just different places and find a whole bunch of different information, because now I don't know what you guys are about. I don't even know if you have the types of things that I'm looking for, and just because somebody saw it on one particular platform and you're not talking about it on a different platform, that just leads to unnecessary friction, right? Because I might think, oh, well, maybe they don't do that anymore, or maybe that's not something that they focus on, and then you'd rather go with somebody that does focus on that. And it's not just social media content; it's things like your Yelp, your GMB, contact information on like your Facebook and things of that nature. You shouldn't have a different address on your Yelp than what's on your GMB, because already like you just look unprofessional and people aren't going to know where to go. You shouldn't have a different phone number. You shouldn't have a different email. Your reviews should be consistent, right? They should be similar. So it's important that you are consistent across any platform. There should be no change except the fact that I'm changing platforms, or the fact that the potential customer is changing platforms. And an online presence is important, okay? If you do not have an online presence, then you need to build one. And if you just follow the tips in this video, this is going to help you do that. And maybe you already do have some of an online presence, but you kind of just want to fine tune it a little bit and you want to make it better, then this video is going to help you too. Now, how do you build a reputation, right? How do you build a brand new reputation if you don't have one yet? Or how do you currently build on the reputation that you have? Well, you want to encourage reviews, right? Getting reviews is one of the best ways to show people that you're legit, okay? If nobody's going to expect you to say anything bad about yourself, right? But if somebody else, right, a stranger who had used your services before, leaves a review saying, wow, this was fantastic, then that just increases the likelihood of somebody else who's reading that saying, wow, they probably are fantastic, if somebody else is saying that. So you need to encourage people to leave reviews, okay? So maybe it feels a little awkward, whatever, you have to get over it, okay? There are plenty of ways you can ask for reviews. If you have phone numbers, send a follow-up SMS. If you have email, send a follow-up email. If you're more of a store, if somebody leaves, let them know, hey, feel free to leave us a positive review, or just leave us a review in general. But it's important that you ask at the right time, because some people might feel like you're just kind of jamming it down their throats, okay? So you really have to encourage positive reviews. One great thing that you can do actually to increase the amount of reviews that you get is have an incentive. So let's say you're a store, or let's say you're a GC or something like that. Tell them, hey, once they're leaving or once you finish your service, let them know, hey, if you want 10% off the next time that you come in, or if you want X amount of dollars off the next time we fulfill the service for you, leave us a review and then send us proof that you actually left a review, and we'll give you 10% off, or we'll give you X amount of dollars off of your the next time that you use our service. Showcasing testimonials is essentially the same thing as reviews, except you're going in more detail, right? So the reviews is going to let people know that you're good at it, and then the testimonial is going to show why you're good at it because you're showing them how you do it. Okay, so testimonials is important. Show that on your website, show that on social media. It's crucial. Engage with your customers. If somebody leaves a comment, negative or bad, just respond professionally. And when I say professionally, it doesn't mean that you have to be like a robot. Everyone's kind of used to the basic company corporate jargon, or the basic company just way of talking. But it's okay especially if you are a niche or a business that deals with a bit of a younger audience, sometimes it's okay to be a little bit unprofessional. Put some slang in your responses, put some slang in your posts, because it just helps you relate and kind of it just helps you relate to your niche a lot better. Now, if you're an individual that works with maybe people who are a bit older, right? If you are working with 50, 60, 70-year-olds, etc., then maybe it wouldn't make much sense to not be professional. Okay, so you kind of just have to be smart about it. Do some research, know who your target audience is, and just be able to relate to them. Dealing with negativity. Now, this kind of goes perfectly with what I was just talking about before with engaging with your audience. You have to understand, when you build a reputation, just because you might have the best reputation or you're doing your best to create the best reputation, it doesn't mean that you aren't going to have negative comments. Okay, once you start putting yourself out there and you give people an opportunity to leave an opinion on the types of things that you do, you're not going to get 100% positivity. Okay, so you just have to expect that negativity is going to come with it. Okay, so you have to stay calm. Don't be emotional. Be professional. Okay, now you want to respond quickly and positively. All right, so responding quickly doesn't just mean replying to the comment as fast as possible. Responding quickly also goes into the third thing of take action and follow up. If somebody leaves an Instagram comment or a negative review on your GMB, yes, you want to respond to them as quickly as possible, but you also want to take care of that issue as quickly as possible. Sometimes that negative comment, is just a person who's having a bad day and they want someone else to have a bad day with them. But sometimes it's actually legit. Okay, you have to understand that sometimes a negative comment is legit and it's actually kind of helping you, right? Because it's an opportunity to fix it and to get better. So responding to negative reviews is going to show accountability and that you care not just about your business, but you care about that customer and potential customers that will come afterwards. And like I said in the beginning, you can't be emotional. Just be professional and be able to decipher and see, okay, is this just a person having a bad day, or is this something that I truly need to change about my business and my process? Okay, and then leads into the third one, take action and follow up. If somebody says something to you and they say you did something negative and it's actually true that it is negative, take action quickly. Fix it. I just said that. You want to fix it quickly and then go back to that person and let them know that you fixed it. Especially if you're a store and somebody had a negative experience. Okay, you want to let them know that you've completely fixed that issue, and you want to thank them for bringing that issue to light, because in all reality, they did help you get better, right? Just because somebody doesn't give you a feedback or some advice in a positive way, it doesn't mean that they're wrong, right? And why should that person give it to you in a positive way, especially if they've already gave you their money? Okay, so you just have to understand that they don't owe you a nice response, but you do owe your customers a nice experience. Last one is turning criticism into growth. This is basically what I've been saying for the past few minutes here. Just because someone is negative, it doesn't mean that it has to be a negative experience for you and your business. Learn to take the negative and turn it into a positive. You want to set goals. Now, this is very obvious. You don't get into business without setting goals, okay? Maybe in the beginning, but once you become a serious, genuine, true business, you start setting goals and you have metrics that you need to hit. And it's the same thing with building an online reputation, okay? So if you don't have anything set up right now, then maybe your goal is by the end of next quarter, I want to make sure that my Yelp, my GMB, my Yellow Pages, my whatever it is, whatever type of online directory that's beneficial for your type of business or your niche, you want to make sure that it's set up and on point. Maybe you want 50 reviews. Maybe by the end of the week, right, your goal is to make sure that each and every single online directory that you're on all matches, right? All the emails are the same, the phone numbers are the same, the addresses are updated, you have at least 25 reviews on each. That way it helps make you guys look more professional. Okay, like I said, set goals, set goals, set goals. Routine checks is, there's no other way you're going to see if you're actually hitting those goals unless you have a schedule set up of checking those goals. Okay, so if you want to have 50 reviews by the end of the quarter, right, first of all, you need to come up with a plan on how you're going to do that, and you want to be checking every month or so, right? You want to be checking every month or so, every couple weeks, to make sure that by the end of this quarter, I'm actually on track of hitting my goal. All right. And then continuous improvement it goes without saying, okay? You want to make sure when you're setting a goal that each time you do have that routine check, that scheduled check, that you are actually 1%, 2%, 5% better than you were before, or however the math will make sense for your schedule. You just want to make sure that you are better than the last time that you set that, or the last time that you checked on the progress of that goal. Otherwise, you will literally just be doing nothing. Okay, so let's say that you are a business that knows that you need to work on your online reputation, okay, but you just don't have the time. Whether you're out there in the field, or you're too busy working on your shop, or you're just spread too thin that you just can't, you don't have the manpower, you don't have the time to work on something that you know can help your business and something that you know can be improved. Well, here at Red Top Media, we have what's called a quick 5-star review machine. Now, I know it says 4.6 right here, but it's just an example, okay? Don't read too much into the picture. The way it works is that in 1 month, we guarantee a minimum of 20 to 35 5-star reviews on your GMB, on your Yelp, on whatever. And the way that we do it is, first, we take a list of your past clients, past customers. If you have SMS, we'll hit them up using SMS. If you have their emails, we'll hit them up using their emails. And essentially, we'll either just send them text emails with incentives or no incentive at all. It all depends on what you're willing to give, saying, hey, if you want 5% off, if you want X amount of dollars off the next time you use our services, the next time you come into our store, just leave us a review, okay? And then they'll send the positive reviews to us, and then we'll post them onto your GMB. We'll post them onto your Yelp, etc., etc. And it gets better, because we won't only just set up a system for your past clients, right? We'll also set up a system for your new clients. And the way it works is that we'll set something up on the website so they can leave reviews directly onto the website, and we'll take them and we'll post all the 5-star ones on directories like your Google My Business, and then we'll send all the negative comments or the negative reviews straight to you. And now you have the ability to just kind of rummage through them and see, okay, this is someone who's just having a bad day, and this is someone who genuinely just didn't like our experience for whatever reason. And then you'll be able to fix that and improve as a business while simultaneously only getting 5-star reviews on your GMB, and that just improves your reputation, right? It just helps you stand, it helps you look better and more professional than your competitors. And at the end of the day, like I said, unless you're feeling charitable, we're always trying to find new ways to stand over our competitors. And then after that, every 2 to 3 months, we'll just send out the same campaign, the same flow to ensure that we are consistently getting a new amount of reviews posted onto your GMB, onto your Yelp, etc., etc. Now, if you don't have the time to do all that yourself and you need some help, click the link in the description and let's have a conversation.